favorite sponsors, R&J Discount Liquor. We find they have the best selection of bourbons and whiskeys probably in town.
Yeah, make sure you get with Dustin in there. That guy knows his stuff. He'll always point you in the right direction, and everything they got there is always at a good price. It's at Douglas and Hillside. Anytime you need some booze, get on down to R&J's. Appliance Nerd, if you have any trouble with your appliances, get with 316-807-7498. Having appliance trouble sucks, and buying all new equipment is no fun either. So get with Appliance Nerd, and maybe they can get you fixed up and going again.
All Out Detox has 3 great locations in Wichita. Go check them out for 2 for $10 drug tests every day. They've been in business for 15 years, so you know you can trust them. Go all in with All Out Detox. Janelle over at Suburbs and Sass is Aaron and Austin Show's official merch provider, and I've been super impressed.
I've been super impressed too. She really has awesome merch, from glasses to t-shirts to sunglasses. If you really want to get down with us, we got those for you too as well.
If you want some custom merch, go check out Janelle at Suburbs and Sass. Hit up the Aaron and Austin Show about our merch. Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store in town. Go check out Nikki. Tell her that the Aaron and Austin Show sent you. For the best selection of gummies and the highest possible legal THC that you can find in Wichita, go check out Sacred Leaf.
Whiskey Dick's definitely an Aaron and Austin Show favorite. Get out there anytime. They have specials every day on food and drinks. They got happy hour from 3 to 6. And how many whiskeys they got in that place, Aaron?
I think they have the most whiskeys in town. And every Monday you can do any whiskey under $25 a shot for half price.
I think there's 700 plus in that building or something like that.
Probably so. So Mopigs is just north of West and Central in the old Game Exchange building.
And there's really, you can find a little bit of everything, for collectibles to Pokemon cards to action figures to video games. They have a lot of cool stuff in there, and you can also get art by Stephanie Nash. Make sure you check out Mopigs and everything that they got. PK Pest Management, for all your pest control needs. Get with Austin or contact 316-305-7108. And it's also fly season, so if you need that fly spray, get with me.
Jealous Kitchen is an amazing pop-up that happens over at the Shamrock Lounge every once in a while. Go check out his tacos. He does this really great pineapple salsa. And just some killer food, so go check out Jealous Kitchen. On Tuesdays, you can usually find the Aaron and Austin Show hanging out at the Cowboy Inn. It's one of our favorite sponsors. Every Tuesday, they have an open mic there hosted by Jacoby Lee Winter.
So get down and check us out on Tuesday nights and check out the Cowboy Inn all the time.
Diaper Jam 2025. We don't have a whole lot of details yet, but go check it out. Every time it's been a great night, benefiting a great cause. Lots of really good local music.
We'll probably be at Bourbon Street again this year. Get ready for Diaper Jam 2025.
Bring diapers.
Make sure you get out to 42 Below. They got 2 great locations. They're out west on Tyler and they're downtown. They got a lot of creative and local glass. They got a glass blower in the back. They got a lot going on in that building. Make sure that you get everything 42 Below.
Glitchy. Hey guys, we just got back from Damn Jam, and so
check it on your phone.
We're putting this all back together. The studio's a wreck. It's a it's a thing.
So yeah, bear with us.
Yeah.
We actually did a remote. We're having a remote podcast with Sounds of Mini today. So
we didn't really want to let anybody into the wreck of a studio today. So
like I said, I explained it as like a Where's Waldo page book this today. Like if you could find any fucking thing in here. Or what was that real fun thing to sing about? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Yeah.
I don't remember the show that much, but I remember the fucking theme song. So we're just here to recap Damn Jam, and they're already. What I love about Damn Jam, before we get into a ton of it, is they're already selling tickets for 2025. So get your fucking tickets. We'll help promotion again. We ain't scared. We'll promote it.
It's going down, guys. I thought the beach party stage was pretty cool. Taryn did a really good job of it. There was a small little water hole. Even you could go swimming. You could have your little floaties and whatever. That happened.
I saw 2 people fall in it by accident. One was
okay, that happened. Yeah.
So one was a guy that was kind of like just like screwing around with some people, having some fun, and just like took too wide of a banana turn and right in it he went. The other guy was shit-faced drunk, and 2 like security guards were escorting him away from this area, maybe more back to where his RV was. And yeah, he caught a little slip and dip right in the old water pit. So there's always some fun. You guys know, I just my towel caught you, Joe. There's always some fun people watching at these deals.
Fun. It was cool.
Me and Aaron literally had, and shout out to the guy. If I no hard feelings, but I'm going to shit on you a little bit. We had a guy that come into our podcast, and his friend and buddy were filming it the whole time live on TikTok, and then he kept trying to convince his friend to sing, and then we ended up getting serenaded by some guy. It was a weird scene. You get into some weird shit in the lodge, don't you?
Well, I mean, I think that's why it's there. You know what I mean? It just attracts that really.
Well, and we got busted for the heroin crazy. That we were smuggling.
Oh my God, yeah.
God, never try to smuggle heroin through a festival, Jesus.
Why don't you tell him how that went?
So. We get back from day one. We get back from day one. We get back from
Friday, Saturday morning.
And me and Aaron decided this year that you're going to get better of us if we just go home and fucking go to bed. So we left, and we left after the deal was home. We Ubered home, and we ended up coming back the next day, and apparently the sheriffs had tased 8 of our guys, and
no, you're exaggerating.
No,
but what had happened?
What had happened is that we had heard that we had been messed with for smoking too much at the teepee.
Well, the chief of police, I guess, went by our teepee and smelled a strong odor of marijuana and called the security for Dam Jam.
And hey, shout out to the Goddard Police Department for letting the people at Dam Jam handle what was going on inside the fences.
Yeah, exactly.
That was pretty fucking cool move of them. It really was from the security down to everybody. But the thing is we're sponsored by Delta 8. We're sponsored by Sacred Leaf.
We're sponsored by Sacred Leaf, All Out Detox, and 42 Below. And they all want to give us samples of their Delta 8 THC.
Yeah, and we're there.
A or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, and we're letting the artists try it. We're letting we had a cannabis.
We probably did fog out that TP quite a bit with that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all legal.
And that's kind of why I felt entitled to do it.
And again, we had a cannabis vendor right next to us. So if we didn't even have it, we could have bought it from them. And we're also everybody that comes by is like, you guys are going to be peace piping at the teepee, right? That was everybody's joke.
Yeah.
I heard it like 9 times. So it's like. So it was pretty funny.
It's almost expected.
So, really. But like when I hear when you hear some wild random rumor about you at something, I just exaggerate it by 10 and fucking roll with it.
Roll with it, man.
I don't give a fuck. I think that shit's funny. But we did end up talking to him, and that did sort of happen, but no one was really confronted. And they could have checked everything we had. We had nothing but legal stuff and a shitload of booze. But other than that.
Shitload of booze.
Thank
you to R&J Discount Liquor.
Yeah, R&J Discount Liquor coming through for us always. And Hawks and who else all stepped up for us? We also had Sacred Leaf, Hawks, R&J's, Far Hawk, Carpet and Billy Supply, and the Diaper Jam. I don't want to forget the Diaper Jam. All those people kicked a little bit of those are some of our in and out sponsors, and we have a bunch of other great sponsors that work on this show and help us with a lot of stuff that we do. But we had some other people that kicked in a little bit of extra money to help us get to the damn jam and help us afford to eat and drink and all the stuff that we had to do to get there. I mean, and hauling that TP out there is a pain in the ass as much.
Yeah.
But
pretty awesome. I like it.
We hope everybody had a good time. And me and Aaron got a chance, hopefully, as we keep going, our ever expanding cooperation in this festival gets bigger and bigger. Me and Aaron love it. We have a blast with it. Annie, what'd you think? First time there.
We got to pet a penguin.
We got to I got to hold that fucking squirrely bastard.
I wasn't going to hold it, man. I don't hold newborns or penguins. That's a rule I have.
Newborns and penguins? Those are the two?
Yeah, I don't do it.
But but and that's something that we're going to do with and I'm not going to lie to you, leading up to once I was told I don't know, about 6-7 months ago, that we were going to be on the stage and introducing it, I was nervous about doing a good job for that. I wanted to make sure that we lived up to what they wanted from us, and it's always been kind of sketchy with the few MC jobs that we've done, because me and you just kind of like blah blah blah. It helped that they had a script for us and stuff like that, but me and Aaron really hit our stride on the big stage, and it was fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. So hopefully,
recently we've mastered the art of the pre-production.
Yeah.
To where we talk it through a little bit. Okay, so we have to talk about these sponsors. I'm going to go through this list, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to kind of like introduce the show, blah, blah. I'm going to pass it to you. You're going to introduce the rest of the sponsors. We're going to talk about that, and it goes.
I would say even we've done a little bit of that on the other ones.
I think it's important.
And I would say that I was just not satisfied with my performances on those.
Oh, yeah.
I did okay, but for me, I wanted it. I knew that we were coming into a big thing, and I wanted to be. Like I said, I was not nervous to get on their stage and talk in front of all the people. I was just nervous to do a good job. So I wanted them to be happy with what we were what they asked us to do. So I was, preparing for it with Gigi's show. Anytime I could get on stage, our Aaron and Austin show presents. Like, anytime I could get on stage, I was trying to. So
I think you're really naturally good at it, man.
Well, I do too, but I still fucking worry about it. So I worried about it a little bit. But like when we hit that stage, I felt the most natural I had ever felt up there.
That's awesome.
Together. Like, it all finally came together a little bit for me.
Right.
So, and thanks to you. I mean, I'll give you a lot of thanks to you, because I kind of just let you lead the way on some of those to start with. Because normally you're like, I got a lot to say.
Yeah.
But like, I still respected you had been on stage much more than me and addressed a crowd much more than me. Like, sometimes I'd go up there and I'd remember the sponsors, but I'd forget to say, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? That bullshit part of it.
Yeah, and the problem is once you forget a thing, you start going in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I fucked it up.
Yeah.
This
So,
whole thing's done.
and again, there's things that I wish, again, I have like a list of things that I wish I would have done. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
bam,
yeah,
bam,
yeah,
bam,
yeah.
bam, bam, bam. So as we get closer, we might need to check the comments, see if anybody's said anything tonight. I know we got Milkwave on there.
Nice.
I know Milkwave's they're coming up on a show up at Kirby's. They're going to be in part of that. Oh, we're going to have a podcast for that. I've already scheduled it for Dead Fest, the one that Brian.
Dead Fest. Yeah, the
Brian,
Grateful Dead tribute band.
Yeah, the one that Brian puts on.
Yeah.
And Sum 41 headlines it.
Sum 41 and Trapped. Yeah.
But we do have a band coming live here. He has not got that email. He says. The guy that we're trying to have on from Sounds of Many. Here's his email. It is a capital T, if that makes maybe a difference. It shouldn't. But as far as the production and what they had to do with, first we got to give the flowers to all the people that work at Diaper Jam. They run the tightest fucking ship of anything I've ever.
It was
been
cool.
around.
Yeah, it was nice.
You've been around a lot of. I've been around a lot of shows. Not as intricate as that one, because me and Aaron get to go backstage and like get to be in part of everything. So it's really fun for us. But like, you can tell when something's run on time.
It's a pretty well-oiled machine.
Dude,
man.
we went on stage literally at the exact times we was supposed to go on stage.
Yeah.
Like, Austin had that shit down to a fucking T.
Yeah,
Austin, the
nice.
stage manager. And
I
that
don't know
stage
if he was a stage manager or just like the.
Well, let's just ask him for a phone number.
Yeah, that's his phone.
Where's my
It's
phone?
just the code, right? You send the code over. Sure. Okay.
We'll just log into my Facebook on the computer and send it to him.
So,
Or no. What's the easiest way? Sorry, while we try to get in our remote guy tonight, we're gonna we'll have to bridge the gap a little bit. Well, I have to have my phone back, which I feel like you have.
take this time and watch Austin dance.
But I mean, really, I haven't even got. I still got fucking 20 minutes of damn shit I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, there was.
And then there's James Blick, and then there's.
Oh, let's do that real quick.
Yellowstone exploding.
Let's first shit on this James Blick guy real quick.
On.
And my fucking remote guy can even wait. Dude, if you take the time to fucking shit on somebody's sexuality on a fucking receipt, man, you gotta be one of the lowest motherfuckers around.
No. You declined to tip a server and then
Spew
you
hate.
just add insult to that injury.
You really
you
antiquate a hate crime
rubbing
a little bit.
And you 21, you're supposed to have known about this a little
What
bit.
if that
man.
19-year-old kid is on the edge of suicide? Been who knows what that guy's going through, and you want to do something like that to somebody who's just trying to work for you? Boy, that is a piss poor way to be a human being. And your apology be damned. I'm glad you came out and apologized. I will give you credit for at least apologizing.
Hey, if in your apology you're making exceptions, like the service wasn't that great,
Yeah, okay.
and in your apology you're kind of like
Backtracking. Yeah, backtracking.
I
Still bullshit.
I kind of don't accept.
You really have to come into an apology like that,
accept
being like, "Hey, I'm a dipshit and I fucked up."
It's
really, "Hey, I'm a dipshit, I fucked up." It's over.
There's a phenomenon I want to address here, though, too. Okay, so when he did that to his server, it was kind of him and him, like a mano-a-mano kind of a thing. But it did catch the internet's attention. It did go viral, and at that point, basically, you've offended everybody that's seen it. And that is really what happened, is that a majority of people were really offended by that, and let you know about it.
What do we need to do to help you get him on?
Oh, we're still doing this.
To what email? All right, hold on. We're going to give you a recap video of... Don't play the 4-minute one. That one's got blacks in it. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, we're going to work on getting Sounds of Many in here real quick.
Sorry, guys. This kind of happens live sometimes.
Hey, we got lots of shit going on. And we got a ton to talk about with Damn Jam still. We got a lot to go through. Was that they actually let us up on stage, baby. We just got to introduce Demon Jones on a great fucking stage out here at Damn Jam. What did you think about that?
What an amazing production, really, man. I mean, that whole stage is
I'm in awe of it.
It's amazing. And the stage manager is Austin.
Yeah.
And
a cool dude named Austin, of course. Yeah. I have to get him a sticker when we go back up there. But it really is a privilege to be a part of the production. Being able to introduce these fabulous artists that they brought out here to Goddard is really just, me and Aaron are blown away.
We really got a great crowd tonight, too, man.
Yeah, it's already packing in here.
Introducing to that crowd was really, really cool. Being able to stand on the side of the stage and kind of watch these guys perform. Getting to meet them before they go on. Getting to interview
half of them is pretty badass.
Yeah.
And we want to thank Annie Mac for helping us with all the production on this too. So we appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks to all of our sponsors. Yeah.
Okay. My email?
Yeah, so that was Demon Jones, wasn't it?
Yeah. We introduced Demon Jones.
Yeah. So Demon Jones, I love you, but you ain't got no bass player.
Well,
and you're gonna have to call me.
So the second day was a little tough for us because Demon Jones is more than willing to come out with us, but they didn't want to come out into GA.
Yeah.
So it was either come and stick a camera back in their face while they're eating and hanging out backstage, or just hang out for other interviews. That's kind of how it goes with the big artists. So we're working on where we're going to be next year as far as the TP and making it all a perfect transition, because it's tough. Because to get big artists to come out into the GA area where vendors are, it's pretty rough. So you said something to me? Okay, so let me see if I can...
Playing in the bands that play these festivals, I'm going to tell you that I don't like being hit up at catering. You know what I mean? Like, catering is kind of my safe zone.
So that's how I felt.
Like
running up to somebody with a microphone while they're in the green room trying to eat. I can't do it.
That's kind of where I was.
That's not my thing. That's not what we do. What we do is.
Hey, I went back there.
Me too.
Went back there.
I went back there and talked to people.
But I'm not really trying to.
And shout out to the decent food that they had. Okay, I just sent Lucas.
Food pics of catering.
Well, you think he was making fun of it, or do you think he was eating it?
Yeah,
it was okay. It was all good food that I had. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Wheeler. I know Wheeler's set
I
was.
think most of them are all real.
Wheeler's
dudes.
set was one of the most monumental there because of how many of the other artists were watching it. So,
Hey, and his guitar player Noah.
oh my God!
Was
oh my God!
That was my MVP for the night, and I never knew him.
Like,
I never met him,
can we
but,
say musician maybe?
amazing
Musician
amazing.
of the festival that I saw.
Yeah, most valued player.
Oh man,
That's MVP.
Oh
man.
yeah.
You play guitar, you play bass. I don't really give a shit. This is
Can you
MVP.
keep that open and see if we can?
Yeah,
If
but
you gotta
Noah.
oh,
Noah
he's here.
from Wheeler
He's
Rock.
here. We can put him in. We can put him in.
Oh,
Sweet.
let's go. Let's go.
All you gotta do, yeah. We see you. We're gonna add you to the
There it is. There it is.
add to stage. You just gotta add him to stage. Yeah, it'll already do that. Add him to stage. Boom.
What's happening, man?
Is there any way you can hear us yet?
Yes, I can hear you guys. Can you
There it
guys
is.
Excellent.
There it is. Okay, so Lucas, I know how to say the front part. You got to tell me how to say your last name.
My last name is Huguenin.
Huguenin. Dude,
Huguenin.
I was close.
Yeah.
I was close. So welcome to the Aaron and Austin Show, my brother.
Hey, thank you so much for having me on.
How was KC treating you?
Oh, I love Kansas City. It's been such a wonderful time being up here.
Hell yeah, man. Where are you from?
Man, aren't you a Manhattan kid, aren't you?
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm originally from Manhattan, Kansas, and my fiance and we bought a home this last August. So we bought a home up here in Independence, Missouri,
Nice.
and moved up here out from Manhattan, and I've been loving Kansas City.
So, this is so for all of you that don't know, we were rolling a remote podcast today. We've been working our ass off all weekend. And what did you need this? Hold on a second. So we've been working our ass off all weekend, and I went scrolling through. I didn't have anybody really scheduled for Tuesday this week, and I went scrolling through Sunday. I went scrolling through who's been hitting us up and wanting to come kick it. And and I see that you have been super responsive. I didn't know where you guys were originally from, but you guys have been super responsive to everything, and able to send me music and stuff whenever we've asked for it. And I was like, well, let's see what these guys are doing. He's like, well, we're in Kansas City. I was like, oh, well, that's perfect. Let's try a remote one. Since you guys got some music and some stuff coming out. So so it's shout out to these guys for reaching out to a podcast to get on, man. That makes my job so much fucking easier.
Oh, we're glad to have you, man. You guys sound great. We were checking it out.
Yeah, we were listening to your stuff most of the day. We've been jamming it. So
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're really excited to be putting out some new material here in the next here tomorrow. Yeah,
Tomorrow you got a new
see, that's
new
that.
stuff.
It's that fast.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what you got coming out tomorrow?
We've got our debut EP, Sounded Out, coming out tomorrow. That's going to be a 4-track EP, and then we go on tour to go support that. We'll be on the road for 19 days. So
Oh, wow.
Lots of fun.
You guys coming through Wichita at all, or where are you guys going to be?
Yep. Very last day is going to be in Wichita. That's going to be August 11th.
The tour wrap up is here.
And what venue are you gonna? What venue are you guys at here in town?
Kirby's.
Nice,
Kirby's.
nice. Always a great venue.
The
Shout out to Kirby's.
institution.
Shout out to Kirby's.
Shout out to Kirby's. Absolutely.
So give us a little rundown on the band since you're going to be here in Kirby's coming at the end of your tour off your EP. Let our listeners know what kind of
What do you guys do?
Yeah, what do you guys do? What's your sound? And you can maybe introduce all your other guys that aren't here, but kind of give a shout out to the whole band and give us a rundown on your stuff.
Yeah, so we're a 5-piece rock and roll band. I kind of tend to throw us in kind of like this psychedelic-y garage rock, genre, but really,
Awesome.
I just wanted to be a rock and roll band. That from little tiny, I just wanted to be a rock and roll band. So
Hell yeah.
I try to not pigeonhole us too much into having to play one way or another, but yeah, so we've got 4 other members outside of me. Once again, my name's Lucas. I play rhythm guitar and I sing.
Excellent.
And then we have Jake Mauger, who's our lead guitar player. He's phenomenal. And then we've got Mitchell Bruce, who's our bass player, Nick Leonardo, who's our keys player, and Brad Farrow, who is our drummer.
So a 5-piece band.
Yes, 5-piece.
Awesome.
That's all right, as long as it pops up on ours is enough. Sorry, I was just trying to get your band name on the screen too as well. So you guys are a 5-piece, huh? So how is this band? What's the longevity here? You guys all been together, same band? Because I think we looked up. You guys, was it 4 or 5? You guys got 4 or 5 singles on Spotify. Has it been the same group the whole entire time?
No, not in the slightest. So it's kind of been like it's been, just kind of this work of passion that is happening. And, I would have loved it if like more of the people from the Manhattan iteration would have been able to make it up to Kansas City. But ultimately,
you moved. That probably changed a little bit of stuff. That makes sense.
Yeah, ultimately that just wasn't really in the cards. So I wound up putting together a new lineup up here in Kansas City. And yeah, so the lineup that we're touring with this for the EP release, as well as for touring, that was put together at the beginning of March. So
wow, so pretty new. But how do you like it? Is it
I love them.
Comparable?
I love them.
You guys work through all the problems. You guys hit the rehearsals.
Yeah, well, if you come out to Wichita, they'll tell you I was probably a bit of a dictator at times, and just one thing after another. Like we had an extremely strict timeline. There were multiple weeks where we were practicing twice and playing a show in the same week, and just so we had to make it work.
So yeah, I totally understand that, man. I am that same kind of guy. I have to tell you how I feel about it, or I'm not settled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I will tell you if this isn't working the way I want it to, and how I'd like us to fix a problem, or how I'd like it to go. But I would rather have that there than the lack of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was from the very beginning with everybody. I kind of said, like, listen, I brought everybody in with, the honesty of like, listen, I'm trying to make sure that we're going on this tour in July/August, and we're going to be spending 19 days with each other. So we need to be able to like get along, get together, and not be at each other's throats. Like, so, that was kind of a huge part of the process of bringing together this lineup, was making sure everybody felt comfortable with like being themselves and expressing their thoughts and feelings.
I always say that a band is a really unique relationship.
It's a family, man.
Well, at a point, it's a family.
If you get lucky, I guess.
Well, I have to be able to tell you, hey, man, that part doesn't work. So we have to be creative kind of partners. I have to tell you that, like, hey, man, this is how we're splitting the money. We got to be business partners.
Hey, man, wash your ass.
Hey, man, wash your ass. Now that's the family part. You know what I mean? You get stuck in a van with guys for 5 days or so,
Yeah.
So, clean it up, But and we have to. There's so many dynamics that go into a band on tour.
And it sounds like what he's looking for too was someone to match his passion, because it seems like he's the front runner. Like, this is his band. So like just like when I'm running the show, what helps with you guys is you guys match my passion, and that's why it's fun to do. It's easy for us to travel to the damn gym and work hard together, even though maybe our team fell apart at times. The core base of us, I like to work with, and that's hard to find.
For sure.
So I think that's what it almost sounds like he left Manhattan and got a little and upgraded a little bit to some people that were a little more passionate about doing some music. Is that kind of what happened?
Thing is like I made a decision that when I moved up here to Kansas City, that I wanted to kind of pursue doing music at a full-time
And good for you, man.
Yeah,
good for
there
you.
you go, there
Good
you
for
go.
you for taking the leap and going, I'm going to do this. And that's not easy.
Doing music full time in Manhattan, Kansas is just not feasible. There's not
No,
there's
it's not.
not enough gigs. You could be one of the best session players in the world, and if you live in Manhattan, Kansas, there's just not enough events that are happening that would allow you to, make your
Yeah.
rent payment.
Yeah.
So and so just being up here is a lot better. Like, obviously, I my primary passion is of course the sounds of mini. It's the thing that I love doing. But like I do play bass professionally in other groups, and
Oh, well, name
I've
drop
been
them. You got to name drop who do you roll around with?
so don't make fun of me too hard, but I'm in a U2 tribute band called the Joshua Tree Project.
Nice.
Oh, they've been
nice.
through Wichita. They've been through Wichita for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them at the Cotillion for sure.
And we just played about a month ago to 680 people in Lenexa, and
Hell
we've
yeah.
got a sold out show at the Aztec Theater next month, and but like those type of things just weren't happening in Manhattan. So like I needed to be
Yeah.
somewhere where there were more consistent events.
I mean,
happening.
it kind of seems to be the thread, and Aaron's even said it. Like you have to leave your hometown in music a little bit,
Yes.
in almost anything.
Yeah, a lot
you
of times.
you got because you got to get out from the under. They all know you. They've seen this and know this, and you've been to the 10 to 12, 5 or whatever, however small to big your town was, and it just kind of becomes a monotonous drive over and over again unless you get away from it a little bit, and that's what he.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
I don't know what you would think your hometown would support you the most.
Well, hey,
Eventually, you know what I mean. But it's just not how it really
Well, I'm
seems.
hoping I'm playing there on Thursday, so I'm hoping they'll come out and support us.
I hope
good.
so too.
So,
I hope so. Yeah.
so let's sell some tickets a little bit. So, where are you playing at on Thursday?
So we're playing a house venue on Thursday, just something
Where at?
low key.
Tell
It's
the
called,
people. You tell the people. You never know who might buy a ticket because you said where's that.
Right.
It's a place called The Garage. It's on the 5th block of Points. If any of you guys are in Manhattan, just come to the 5th block of Points. You'll hear us from a mile out, anyways.
Right on.
All right. There's. I mean, Manhattan's a fun place to party. It always has been, especially in Aggieville and downtown and stuff. It's a nice little spot.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever played a lot of stuff in Manhattan?
I played animes.
Really?
Yep. Love
animes
animes.
with them. All right.
Animes?
So I had a weird
Wonderful human.
experience at animes.
All right, here we go. What happened in animes?
Yeah, I don't want to incriminate myself, but
Is the statute of limitations up on it?
statute of limitation probably up on this. All right, but all right. So I played animes, and it was like a weekday show, routing kind of show while we were on tour, and they didn't honor the contract.
Oh.
And so my agent is sending me a copy of the contract saying, this is what they've agreed to, blah, blah, blah. I'm showing it to the bartenders, and they just will not relent.
Like in regards to payout?
Yeah, in regards to the payout. Now this was a very long time ago. I'm telling you, this is probably 12 years ago.
This man's
you know.
been in the music industry a while, but
I may or may not have gone behind the bar and procured a few bottles of Jameson as pay.
so allegedly they lost a couple
May
bottles
or
of liquor.
may not have happened.
Dude, those
I
people-
can't
those
be
people have-
asked to remember
I
events from
remember
12
the event.
years ago.
I
but,
wasn't even there, but I remember the event exclusively, and they just slippery fingers. They
well,
dropped a couple bottles.
No,
is
no,
that,
I was fucking
uh,
pissed.
they-
I was fucking pissed, you know. But
Good news
Yeah,
is
yes.
that they managed to survive you maybe allegedly snagging a couple bottles. So at least
allegedly.
the local
Yeah, they'll be
venue
all right.
still exists.
I still cups from
Hey,
every
they
venue I go.
survived. We survived.
I still cups from every
You
venue
feel me?
I've ever been at.
I'm
And if
playing.
you-
I'm playing with that band.
And
this
if
weekend, so-
you're right now a venue that's butthurt, that I've already stole cups from there, so don't worry about it. I've already been there and stole your cups, so you shouldn't be that worried about it. So
Jesus.
so we got EP dropping tomorrow. right?
Yes,
So
very
what is
excited.
so is this all been recorded with the new set new guys here we got going in Kansas City?
Yeah,
So
yep.
who did you record your album with here?
I did it all myself. I've got a
Nice.
basement studio, which weirdly enough, I guess since it's a live stream, if it
Yeah, you say what you want.
really, if you wanted, yeah, I could go downstairs and show it.
Yeah. Say
But
what you
it's
want.
Yeah, if you want to do us a walk around like it's Cribs, you can. It's up to you though.
Sure,
We're not.
yo,
Yeah. Hey man, we love interactive stuff.
We don't do rules here.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I
much.
mean, it's a fucking podcast, so you know.
Yeah, no, so I mean, I've always had this kind of thought in my head of like, why would I want to go to someone else's studio
That is the dark
and give?
staircase.
Yeah, that's one dark staircase. Why would I want to go to someone else's studio?
Well, did you have
And-
did you have somebody like master it and stuff after you, so it's not just only one eyes on everything?
No.
All right.
No, no. I am the most controlling person, and I will do everything. Honestly, no. If he's on,
Yeah.
no, fair enough.
But if I can engineer it myself, like put hours and hours into engineering, that's really the big deal.
Well, I'm
you know?
gonna say if you've produced all of the 4 singles that I've heard on Spotify,
They sounded good.
They
They
sound
sounded
good.
great.
Yeah, they come off. They're clean, sound good. Like there's
Yeah.
no, it's not that like SoundCloud sound.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with your method.
That's what
Sure.
I call a SoundCloud sound.
Yeah, so I mean, I do all the mixing
Mr.
and
John.
all of that, and
I know he can still come
then,
sound.
what happens is like I just kind of send these bounced files to people that I trust that have really good ears, and I ask them.
So you
point
do
blank,
get
like,
you do get a
"Yo,"
little objective like criticism on it and get some people to listen to it. That's a smart move. You
And
gotta.
then I go and I listen to it off of my phone speakers. I go listen to it off the car speakers.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
All the
Not
platforms.
everybody's got studio speakers to
Right.
like try to listen to stuff at. So I don't know. Can I?
I think you can spin it.
Oh
You-
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
can you not
goes
spin it?
on the right-
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure of every interface. Are we
oh well.
Do we kill the tequila?
So
Yeah, we're out tequila.
You son of a.
let's see. I've got like an Ampeg.
Means it's good.
My drum kit over.
You got you got a nice little spot downstairs. You got sound dampeners and everything on the walls and everything.
Some keyboards and stuff. Like I've got my old Steinway.
Steinway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yep. And then
Now we're talking.
some guitar amps, stuff like that. And then over here's my control room. I've got a vocal booth over there that
All right.
we work in, and then.
So are you
like
gonna?
this.
So are you
What?
guys gonna slow roll release this EP tomorrow? Or are we getting all 4 tracks tomorrow?
Nah, all 4 tracks.
Nice.
I don't think that it's necessary to try to space them out or something like that.
I think it's a cool move if it were for releasing an album, but with an EP, I think drop the whole thing. I mean, that's kind of how I've seen it go. It's like, so for doing it, if we got 10, 15 songs, we can like drop a couple so we can keep getting recycled to the front. But if it's an EP, just fucking you drop it
Yeah.
and fucking pimp it, and let everybody hear your 4 songs and let us jam to them. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're the one we need minutes on. Nobody gives a shit what I got to say.
I don't know about that. I think I see something like down in the bottom left-hand corner that would lend credence to you being the guy to listen to.
What's that?
That.
The Aaron and Austin.
Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah, nobody cares.
But no, I don't know. I've got a very old head mentality of it. Like, just put the thing out and let's see how it does, and move on to the next.
That's
Like,
kind of how I feel. I do music for me, really.
yeah,
At the end of the day, I do music for me. If you like it, that's really cool.
Well, to me.
But if you don't, just move on. There's thousands. Of
So
others,
I'm the fan. That's what my part of it is the fan. Is for me, I always can tell when the artists like doing what they're doing.
Yeah, that's it. And if I don't like it,
so
like
to me, I've seen many shows from front, backstage, VIP, side stage. I've been going to concerts since I was 12 years old. I'm 40 now, and I've always been hopefully one of your most intelligent people in the crowd, trying to understand just how all this goes together, because it's always fascinated the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But for the most part, what I've noticed the most is when the artists are having fun doing what they're doing, even though they did it at another bar or they did it at another venue last night. If they having fun, it portrays onto the crowd in a whole different way.
I agree.
That is something that an artist, if they can bring to the fact that they're having fun, that they're not just going through this because it's making them money, or they're just going through this because it's Tuesday night at shit quick. Well, look, bar and
if
wherever.
the people playing aren't having fun, how am I going to, If
yeah,
the people playing are having fun. What's up?
So there's a video that I really love. There's a band called Wolfpack, who's one of my favorite.
I love Wolfpack.
Yep. Yeah, there's a video of them playing live at Madison Square Garden, and I tell my band members, like, go watch that, because like every time the camera is on any of them, they look like they are having the most fun of their entire life. Oh yeah. And that is what is infatuating to the audience. Yeah.
You check out Fearless Flyers.
I don't think I don't think performers realize how much that transcends onto the audience. Like your enthusiasm as artists is sets the whole energy for the fucking room.
Oh, I'm already hearing it in my head.
Yeah, you guys know that, but there's some artists that just come in and don't realize that what power they progress, and like to give that energy to the audience is something that's a lot of fun when they're on it. When they're on it.
All right. So what you know about some scary pockets? You got scary pockets?
I don't.
Okay.
What the fuck is Scary Pockets?
Fearless Flyers you got.
I do know Fearless Flyers.
Oh, it's another band, Scary Pockets?
Yeah.
Scary Pockets is... Can we first just say that Scary Pockets is a fucking funny-ass name for a band?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
The only thing I know, that's Wolfpack that's associated with pockets is that put it in your pocket, put it in your pocket, put it in your back pocket, put it in your back pocket, put it... Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But,
this guy knows his shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, Scary Pockets is another band that's, there was a guy, Larry Pockets, I believe.
You're fucking Larry Pockets.
It's a whole vibe.
Actually,
you'll find it.
Actually, we got Larry Pockets live right here.
Google this shit, y'all. Google this shit. I'm just saying.
So hey,
Fearless Flyers was dope though.
So if you got a minute, do you have your full lineup of your tour that you want to pimp real quick? You want to run down where you're going to be, where everybody can see you at? Yeah. So
absolutely.
Yeah, give
how we can find you online, how we can support you.
Yeah, we're getting close to about fucking 50 minutes here, but give everybody out your credentials to find you. Where's the best place to find you? Where we can find your tours and all that shit.
We're really active on Instagram and Facebook. We try to be a lot more active on TikTok.
We're working on that too. We suck ass at it too, but we're working on it.
It's one of those things.
It's just another platform. It's just
I got into music to make music. I didn't get into music to make short form video content. So
goddamn right.
That one's a little harder for me to keep up with. But and our Twitter is dead. X
doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit about X. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about that.
It's a porn site, really.
It really is. I mean, everybody went to it as porn. When they torpedoed Pornhub, everybody had to go.
Everybody goes to X. I mean, it was called X. It wasn't a crazy jump.
That shit's ridiculous. I mean, really, it's Instagram, Facebook.
You couldn't write it. If you would have wrote this as a script for a movie years back, they would have been like, and the billionaire decides to change the name to X, and you're like,
and then makes it a porn platform.
Yeah. He didn't really make it a porn platform.
It was kind of already that way.
I like the fact that he made the platform a free platform.
Yeah.
as a joke writer. So all things aside, even though it has turned into, I mean, 'cause honestly, when we uploaded the internet, 70% of the internet became porn. So who the fuck cares? So, but like, to me, it was still nice that he made a platform where you can say whatever the fuck you want. Now that's not always great,
I thought that
but
was
this is
America.
America, and to me as a joke writer, I like free speech.
America.
I don't like hate speech. And I try my hardest to not offend anybody at all times. But good goddamn,
Don't be a blick.
Good goddamn, that's being hard. That's harder to do every fucking
Just
day.
don't be a blick.
Yeah, we have. You can't say that. He don't have no frame of reference. We have to tell him the whole story. But you just for the most part, just if you're not an asshat, you can saying whatever you want works out for you.
You know, it's pretty easy
Yeah.
not to be an asshat.
It is. I mean, I get away. I say a bunch of goofy ass shit, and I'm just not a dick about it. It's really good. You can get away with it.
It's pretty
Well,
simple.
and something that I've learned, it's like, if you say something and it really does like bother somebody, and then it doesn't really cost anything to just be like, you know what, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Well, it
that
doesn't
was
cost.
on me.
Yeah.
And you're right. It
Yeah.
doesn't cost anything to learn as a human being. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you fuck up. Sometimes you say something you
Hey,
didn't realize was aggressive or assertive or mean.
And
to
so,
somebody else.
so this guy, he did apologize. He wrote a long apology. His wife actually wrote an apology for him.
So Lucas, to
But
tell you,
inside of these things, there was
so
like
Lucas,
these-
what happened? So Lucas, what happened was an asshat in Wichita. Went to a bar, went to a restaurant, had bad service or whatever happened, and he instead of tipping the person, he wrote "fag" in the tip spot.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I was reading about. Is this like recent?
Today.
Yeah, this
So
is a
Yeah,
couple
okay.
days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did it make it to
okay,
Kansas City? Has it made it to
I
Kansas
saw
City?
this.
It made it to
Yes.
London.
Yeah, okay, so I made it to
It made
Kansas
it to
City.
London.
That happened in Wichita. That happened in Wichita yesterday. Literally
Oh,
happened.
boy.
And this poor kid is taking a bath for it because he's a piece of shit. Why would you first not tip a person and then choose hate to write in that spot?
yeah.
So yeah, he went down 7 different levels of being an asshole that you can't really do.
Yeah.
I mean-
Unfortunately, he's getting
Yeah.
married, and it's like a public marriage. He's like
Yeah, well, fuck
out
the
there asking for.
Have you ever wrote anything negative on a receipt towards any?
No, I mean, servers' lives are hard enough as they are.
When have
Like,
you ever been like, go kill
you don't
yourself,
have
you piece of shit? You were like, who the fuck writes
I've never
shit
done
like
that.
to
Never
go
done
make
that.
a waiter or waitress's life harder? They're already living life on like the extreme difficulty.
Day-to-day tips. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so, I
horrible.
mean, so when you do see that
It
on
blew
Facebook,
up on
if you
him
have, it
pretty bad,
happened here in
pretty
Wichita
bad.
this like yesterday.
I
mean-
literally before I popped into this show, I had seen it on Reddit. So
Exactly.
The memes popped up today.
Well, Andy's in our algorithm. He's at Kansas City, so I mean, hey, where are you in? Excuse me, that tequila's hitting me. But are you in KC Mel or are you in KCK? Where are you at in Kansas City?
I'm KC, Missouri.
Bet. That's the real Kansas
Are
City.
you kidding me? Like I can't without
I-
fucking THC anymore.
I know. You got to live on the right side of the border over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, are you guys recreational? You guys are
Yep.
rec, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. God bless.
You're on the
Missouri.
right side of the border.
God bless Missouri.
Yeah.
God bless. I love Missouri.
You're on the right side over there.
So,
Only thing I'm iffy on Missouri about is like their abortion ban, but
You know what's one? You really want to know one thing that'll make you? I don't want to fuck your head up, but Missouri don't spend shit for dollars on their roads. Those roads they'll let you drive on them raggedy ass roads for.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
There's
They ain't put a new doorknob in that town.
435 that I gotta take whenever I go home every day, and the fucking pothole just gets bigger.
Right.
Yeah, well, the squeaky wheel gets so you got to do it like 5 times. You got to do baseball coach shit. But dude, because I work municipal. If they don't call more than once, get fucked. Like one call is not enough. We got too much to do. We got too much to do.
No. Wichita by EB. put out a video where the potholes got fixed in 24 hours.
No. In Wichita. Now, that's a different thing. And now, if you call in a pothole in Wichita, they have 72 hours to fix that. They have 3 days, and they usually get fixed in 24 hours.
Yep.
Wichita.
That's what they said. Usually fixed in 24.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and upcharge. I worked for the city of Wichita for a long time. They are the city we have, and we take for granted some of the best municipal working systems that we've ever had. A lot of cities don't get to deal with what we get to deal with here in Wichita, where our city is a big part of our city. It's not subcontracted out. It's actually our water and sewers all done by our city. But I ain't going to get into all that shit. But we're really lucky. So don't vote that shit out if it's part of your city, because contractors come in and don't give a shit about that kind of stuff. They really don't. So, but at the end of this, let's let the Sounds of Many pimp your tour, pimp your anything.
Social media. Tell us how to find you.
First of all, and give us the tour too. Give us all the tour dates.
Yeah, so it's called the Sounded Out 2024 Summer Tour, we've got,
that the name of the EP? Yep. Sounded Out, nice.
And then, we've got 16 dates. We start tomorrow in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and then we play Manhattan, Kansas on Thursday. We play here, home base, Kansas City on the 26th.
What venue are you at in Kansas City there?
We're playing up the Rhino, which is really, really fun.
Oh, nice place. Yeah, it's a cool fucking place.
City.
Yeah, cool fucking place.
A very first time that we're playing there. I'm really, really excited.
You'll like it. I've been in that joint. It's a cool fucking joint.
Yeah, I've seen a couple bands there, and I've gone to some open mic stuff there, and the venue owners are so sweet, and everybody's. That's one thing. Just to stop pimping it for 1 second.
You can, we got time.
Honest,
we got time for you, brother.
I have loved everybody that I've met up here in Kansas City. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's totally bad apples out here, there are everywhere. But
of course,
I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of the people up there where you're at is good people, man. That care. They care about your music and shit.
People are just helping me find the right people, and maybe it's one of those things where it's already kind of running in the right circle, and so people are only suggesting other cool people. So, but that's where I want to be at. I want to be hanging out with the people that are making cool art, who are trying to make a difference in their community, who are trying to make some cool stuff and bring people up with them.
Yeah.
Rising tides, baby.
Yeah.
Rising
tides.
We play at the Rhino in Kansas City. And
you're gonna really enjoy that spot. You really are. I think you really are gonna have a lot of fun there.
I'm really excited. And then we play Saturday. We play Duffy's in Lincoln, which is a great venue. I've played there a couple times.
Been to that.
And then we play Lefty's Live Music in Des Moines.
Oh yeah, all right.
I don't know that place. You been
It's
there?
cool.
I know it.
And then we've got a day off. We got Monday off because nobody wants to book live music on a Monday.
Because you'll lose money.
Yeah.
I can make money on a Monday. Watch it,
dude.
And then where we at?
More power to you. So Tuesday the 30th, we're in Minneapolis at the Amsterdam Bar and Hall.
I love Minneapolis.
I love the town.
I love it.
Yeah.
They support live music every fucking day. They still come out for live music, and I love them for it.
Oh, dude, it's a lot of fun in Minneapolis. I got a lot of friends there.
Wisconsin, Minnesota, a lot of those northern states, they love it. They love it.
All right, keep going.
Michigan.
Keep hitting us with dates. Keep hitting us with dates, baby.
So then Wednesday, we're playing in Madison at a place called the Red Rooster, which will be a lot of fun. Then we're playing Chicago.
Damn, there you go. Where are you going to the fucking? Are you going up?
We're
to
at Chi-Town.
We're playing a place called Book Club.
Book Club. I don't know it.
Played a couple of places in Chicago. We've played a couple of DIY things, and then we've also played this. Really
get some exposure
cool
there. That's a lot of fun.
Really awesome awesome venue called Liars Club is up there. They're really, really cool. But yeah, we're playing book club, which is awesome. And then Friday we're playing in Urbana, Illinois.
Champaign, Urbana. It's like that. It's all they can conglomerate those towns.
Yeah, like they're kind of like St. Minneapolis, Twin City type vibes. And
I love that. I love that town though, Urbana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're playing Columbia, Missouri at Cafe Berlin. And we're playing Eureka Springs in Arkansas, a place called Chelsea's Live.
Chelsea's is great.
I know that place.
Oh, I love that place.
Oh, I love Eureka Springs.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of fun in Eureka Springs.
Played there a lot of times. It's awesome.
You're just going to love the people there.
Yeah.
It's a weird little community there.
It is weird.
Right off the lake.
It's awesome.
It's a great community there.
Hippy-dippy as it seems.
Yeah, kind of hippy-dippy.
Honestly, it's a little bit of everything, man. A lot of fun there. You're gonna have a lot of fun.
LGBTQ vibe.
You're just gonna. It has a West Coast city vibe in the
acceptance.
It's like Lawrence, Kansas, a little bit. It's like Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah, I love it.
Verbo rented out for a couple days there to
excellent
rest and recuperate.
They have tree houses.
You made a smart move. Do you book all these tours? Do you book all this?
So I do all of our booking. I do.
This is a hard working motherfucker right here, working his ass off.
This tour, probably the start of it started about 5 months ago, and I got some like the key venues locked in, and then started kind of working the in between dates. And we do a lot of work with like local artists, so I do all of like the booking for the local bands that we're playing with. And then
so you always are letting a local band get in on all the sets that you are traveling with.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are the man. This guy's the man right here. This is a hard working motherfucker right here.
That's right.
I guarantee he's writing every goddamn piece of music for this band, and two, booking every goddamn thing was making it work out and perfect. And you can see how smart his like curve around all of his shit is, man. This guy's working his ass off.
And then we also I hire artists that are local to whatever city that we're playing at to design our flyers.
Nice.
Look at this guy.
Way cool.
Because,
look at this guy.
Like I could take everything. We've done it differently in the past. Like I've had like all of our flyers made by one person, and that's cool because like all the art style is
looks
like
all the way
similar.
Yeah.
But eventually that gets a little mundane, like why not change it up a little bit?
Yeah, this tour, like everybody that we hired for like to do our artwork. Wow, I'm losing my words here. But everybody that we hired to do our artwork is all from the local places that we're playing.
So there's an additional cool thing there. If you do that, then the fans of their artwork now knows about your show.
Well, he's not only coming into a town.
Oh, he gets it.
It's a smart thing.
Well, no, he's coming into your town and letting a local artist make the flyer and having some local.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I love this guy.
That's what I'm saying.
I fucking love this guy.
This guy's
you're instantly a favorite of the Aaron Austin show. Yeah. You're helping promote what we're trying to help. You're doing the things,
saying the right shit.
Well, and you're doing the things. Andy's working his ass off promoting his own fucking band.
He's doing the stuff I was trying to get people to do.
Well, you're the hardworking musician. I'm trying to show what it takes in this town to make shit work. You got to work for you, try to put others on. You got to build a network of people that trust you, and it will help you if they get somewhere. I mean, all that shit pays itself back if you're a good person. I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
And then, so after Chelsea's, we've got 2 days off, and then we play Wednesday, the 7th, in Tulsa, Oklahoma at Mass Movement Community Arts.
Nice.
Then we play Oklahoma City at a place called The Venue.
I don't know it. We'll see what happens.
I don't know it either. So
just see what happens, right?
We play Amarillo, Texas at House Bar. Then we're in Denver, Colorado at the Crypt. And
I know the Crypt. I actually know the Crypt there. I got a bunch of friends in Denver. Denver's a city I know pretty well. You'll have fun at that place. That's a cool job.
Well, Let them know that the Sounds of Mini are coming through.
I
man.
will. I'll help you out there. One of the biggest Aaron and Austin show fans. Shout out to Michael.
That's right.
Shout out to Michael Jordan Klaus, one of
That's
our
right.
biggest supporters. Lives in Littleton, Colorado, and
Nice.
supports us all the time. But yeah, that place, you're gonna have some fun there. That's a cool little joint there, actually, there in Denver.
And then the last day, August 11th, we play Wichita in Kirby's, a legacy venue.
Let's go.
Boom, boom.
Let's go.
They're coming to, and they're coming to drop the house down on that night because then they get to just drive home and they're done. They're cool after that.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And you got a nice little.
Imagine by that point, I'm going to be wanting to sleep in my own bed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Nah.
you toned it out pretty nice. You're a smart enough guy to know. Well, let's finish in Wichita. Then I got like a 2.5 hour drive home. Then we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
smart move.
after we leave the stage, I'm driving home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's make sure that all of you get in touch with everything with the Sounds of Mini. They're really doing a lot. I mean, this Lucas
It's
is
been really
kicking
good
it.
talking to you,
Yeah, it's
man.
been really good talking to you. Thanks for coming on for us, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night.
Yeah, brother. Great to see
Take
you.
care.
All right, so here we are, back. Let's end this in at least 30 more minutes.
75. 75 more minutes.
But we got a couple things we got to get to that we didn't get to.
Oh, really?
No, we didn't get to. We got to all of it mostly.
All right. Well,
Aaron and Austin, radio show. It's fucking awesome. If you like fun, then you know where to go. The Aaron and Austin show.
that's pretty fucking awesome.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
I love the shutdown though. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
boom.
Hey.
No, fuck you. Theme song. You know.
All right. Well, can we get that theme song
That's
one more
pretty
time?
fucking rad.
No, fuck off. Fuck off. Hey, we gotta say goodbye to everybody, and we had to give. We didn't. What you got anything,
What? I got you.
dude? I got hella shit, but we can.
Aaron and Austin, radio show. It's fucking awesome. If you like fun, then you know where to go. The Aaron and Austin show.
Possibly do. There's no camera.
I can always talk to John. He's right.